Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. When we left off last time, we went to Yavin, and I thought Yavin was going to be a planet, but instead it seems more like a derelict spaceport. There's one guy here, and it's pretty well it. It looks just kind of junky, but let's jump in and see what we can find anyhow. I went back to the Ebon Hawk to adjust some weaponry and make sure I had all my upgrades the way that I wanted them to be on my equipment and my lightsabers and such. So now let's get back in here. All these access panels. Alright, here we go. Hey! That's not good enough, Suvam. You know we know you have more, and we want it now. Oh, these must be those lizardy guys he was talking about. What? You can't just rewrite our agreement whenever you feel like it. The exchange won't stand for it. The exchange is in no position to dictate orders anymore, Suvam. Oh? Who's that? Stranger, you haven't been telling us everything. Now have you, Suvam? Tell you everything? What are you talking about? I don't have to clear everything through you. What else we got? I represent the exchange. No, I don't want to step into that. What's going on here? They're trying to extort me, that's what. They think that just because the exchange is gone, they can take whatever they want from me. Renegotiating our contract, Suvam. I think you guys better leave. Or what? You'll force us? Yeah, I will, actually. Dead or alive? You're leaving. No, don't fight in here. You'll destroy everything. Destroy what? Your threats don't scare us, human. We'll be back. Well, my threats are enough to get you out of here for now. Thank you for helping, but I really don't think you should have provoked them like that. They can be impulsive sometimes. Still, at least I ended up all in one piece, right? Yeah, you got that much. Now then, I want to take a look-see around this place. Let's go left, I guess. Access denied. Oh, okay. Can we go to the right? Come on now. Okay, access denied. Well, that's disappointing. And there's nothing up here. Guys, scoot out of the way. Well, what should we do then? What do you want? What did those Trandoshans want? They want me to give them more of my inventions, stuff that I haven't even finished working on yet. Ever since Davik went down, the exchange has been a non-factor in these parts. The Trandoshans are trying to muscle in on all the old exchange businesses now. Maybe I can still work something out with them. Thank you for being here, though. It might have gone less pleasantly if you hadn't shown up. Is there something else you want? Not really. Well, suit yourself. Alright then. I see you've got some space suits here. It's not looking like there's a whole lot we can really accomplish in this area. Alright, let's find somewhere else to go then. What's that noise? Yeah, we went everywhere we could. Alright. Well, we might be that quickly leaving Yavin. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot we can do here. Now, it does occur to me, I don't think I've talked to Jolee anywhere on the ship yet, so let's figure out where he hangs out. This is mission over here, right? Right. don't need to talk to her. Alright, there's all you guys. Not here. Alright, where am I even trying to go? There he is. Hey there, Jolee.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Well, hey, can you make a healing kit for me?
I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. Do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right?
Well,
not
yeah,
to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it.
Take it easy, Jolee.
Got something on your...
I would like another healing
How
kit.
many could you possibly need? Ask me later when you're actually in need and I'm less tired.
All right. Let's talk.
Got something on your...
Why did you decide to come with
Got
me?
yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
Well, no. Do I want to press him? Or just say fine? Alright, be mysterious.
Wow, you're not much for interrogation, are you? Is this as hard as you try? Remind me to sign up for your next torture session. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Well, you are avoiding the question.
So I am. Tell you what, when you get to be my age, you can go ahead and answer any question you like to. You have my permission. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
You traveled with him?
I did. Just because someone has the Force swirling about them doesn't always mean they have a great destiny. But it doesn't hurt to check it out. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
What happened to him? Yeah, is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
Alright, so why didn't you leave?
Well, he had a much better food dispenser than you do. That and the fact that even I wasn't an altogether impatient twit. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Alright, how did you know?
Swirling Force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. Oh, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming.
Oh,
Maybe
really
Andor
funny,
hit
huh?
something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
Okay.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I don't hate you, Jolee, but, alright, so what does that have to do with you coming with me?
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime... Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Alright, let's try
Got
again.
something on your mind, do you?
Nope, that's all he's got for
I
now.
get it.
Okay.
Let's play with the old man's head, is it? He's half senile. He'll forget I said anything. Wait, what was this about anyway?
Oh, Jolee. Alright, let's head to the front and get on out of here. It seems like there should be something more to do here, but maybe later. Okay. Well, cannot go to... It's really bothering me that I can't get to Dantooine. There's stuff we could do on Tatooine. Let's just go to Korriban. Let's see what we can figure out there. Right. Just drive there, nice and easy. No weird spaceship battles on the way, please. Ooh. Oh, and we won't have Bastila to talk about our dream this time. Where's the dream? Alright, I just take it I had a nightmare then.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nothing.
You got it.
Nobody stays here. Okay. Any more fun stories from you,
How may I
Juhani?
be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What happened after your father
After
died?
my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
What happened?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Well, you'd like to think there was a doctor, but...
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
So, they enslaved Juhani to pay her mother's debts?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
Yeah, how could the Jedi stand for
The Jedi
that?
could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world. freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war. And I was left with a dream.
To be a Jedi. So what did you do?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine. And we both know what has happened since then.
Well, you turned away from the
I
dark
am
side.
grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
All right. So where are we at with her? That is the wrong button. Juhani. No, nothing new. Alrighty then, let's go this way. Candaris, any more
Yeah, what do
delightful
you want?
stories? Nope.
Your choice.
Let's head on out. Who's gonna come with us to Korriban? Let's take Salbar. Yeah, Mission can come. Alright, what do we got here? Can't interact with that. Huh. Usually there's a little welcoming committee whenever we land anywhere, but there's nobody here. Okay, looks like this is the way to go. Oh, who's that over there? Port Authority. This is not the way to go. I thought it was a door, but it isn't. Okay, if I just look at my map. Yeah, there we go. Ah, I see, I see. Another Jedi come to small Korriban, yes? Good to meet you. Another Jedi, huh? Jedi come here often, do they? There are many people who come to Korriban from throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who have left the Order. There's a Sith Academy here? You will get into the Academy for certain. I understand Jedi who have left the light side are made very welcome. Oh boy. Well, we don't want to tip this guy off. So I imagine. But enough about that. It is very nice to see that the Ebon Hawk has returned. I've not seen that ship for some time indeed. Since you're a regular to our little colony, the docking fee is only 25 credits. That's not really necessary, is it? I suppose there's no need to charge the owner of the Ebon Hawk any fee, really. I'll open the door for you. Well, thank you. I don't want to blow my cover, so I'll just be on my way. Enjoy your stay in Dresde. Alright, what is going on up here? Oh, prospective Sith students.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Please, Master Sharding, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the Academy. Even wear pink pants.
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith, and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No, no, no. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards?
You don't value
Mercy
obedience?
is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Thank you, Sharding. We understand now. He said that was your last chance.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the Academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi, you're looking to get in the Academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the Academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions.
Well, you're a cheery fellow, aren't you?
I just can't seem to decide.
Why are you asking
Please,
me?
tell him to let us go, I beg you.
Silence. Why not ask you? I'm rather exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, a decision, please.
Well, let him go.
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
Yeah, I kind of want to just say it. There we go.
Now that has to be the funniest thing I've heard all day. Well, fine. Whoever you are, since you've proven such a good sport, the boys can run off. I'm sure your little lesson will give them something to chew on.
Oh. And admitting to being Darth Revan, we still got light side points. Well, alright then. So, here we are at a Sith base. That's a little disappointing, but let's see what we can figure out. Greetings, welcome to Korriban. If there's anything you need, you can talk to me. What sort of merchandise do you offer? Weapons, mostly. I've got connections. You'll need them if you're going to be spending any time here. Why is that? There are a lot of Sith on this planet. This is where they come to study. Obnoxious brats, a lot of them. Just between you and me, I'll never understand why everyone thinks dark side and hooligan should be the same thing. They're definitely dangerous, so that's why you'll probably need weapons. Not that they'll be much help. Alright, what connections do you have? Mandalorian raiders occasionally drop by, needing to get rid of some extras that they can't sell in the civilized systems. They treat me well. I treat them well. It works out. So if you need weapons, and you probably will, this is the place to come. Okay. What have you got? Do I care about any of this? I don't know that I really do. Yeah, I still have a fair amount of crap I should probably sell. But not now. Some other time. Okay, you don't have a proper name, so no point talking to you. You're just a citizen.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony. Led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith.
Bring it. I'm not scared
Quite
of you.
literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that?
If you try to kill me, you'd fail.
Those are very brave words for such an insignificant person. Do you not realize how many Sith are here in Dresde?
I think if you picked a fight with me, none of the other Sith would care and wouldn't come to help you.
Let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us. Make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Yeah, there we go. If you really want to fight, just do it.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lashao.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
You guys are
Fine,
ridiculous.
we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Why not just finish it now? Ugh. Hopefully not all the Sith are like that. You can't really take guys like that seriously. It's like that other fella said. They're basically just punks. Oh, Zerka, how delightful to see you guys again.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely.
That's the idea. You make our freedom sound like a tragedy.
I see you got one of your own early. May as well while you can. Now then, was there something I could do for you?
What does Zerka do here on Korriban?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
All right. Let's ask some questions about the colony.
Certainly.
You ever heard of a star map?
Star map? We sell navigational components, if that's what you mean.
Nope. Old ruins is what I'm talking about.
Well, the Sith have some old ruins that interest them up on the surface of the planet. If this map of yours is there, however, they've said nothing about it.
All right. What do you know about the... Well, how can I reach these ruins?
Zerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Can't say or don't know?
Does it matter? I don't intend to speak of it regardless.
All right. What do you know about that Sith Academy?
Not much. The Sith are a rather secretive lot, and they don't allow many into the Academy. I hear they claim that Korriban was inhabited long ago by other Sith.
That would explain why this place is so creepy. This whole planet makes my head tails twitch.
But no one really knows if that's true. The planet is certainly uninhabited outside of Dreshte, and always has been.
Well, always has been so far as you know, but in ancient history it could have been something else. Okay. Who's allowed in the academy?
Only prospective students. We get many who come here each year hoping to get picked. Many are simply considered too weak, I'm afraid. I understand there is one main person amongst the Sith who decides which students are worthy. Yuthura Ban, I believe her name is.
Alright, so we're going to have to find her to pretend to be a prospective student and get to our star map that way. Where do I find her?
Other than in the academy itself, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Do come again.
That's enough of you. And I think we're also going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll see if we can make our way to the Sith Academy.